Don't ever do what I propose in this video unless you intend to improve your presentation skills. I'm a big advocate of sharpening my presentation skills, but to be honest, I think I'm less engaging in a virtual classroom than I am face-to-face, so I've got a bit of improvement to do. Last week I ran a session and I had this sense that I was a little bit off my game, and I knew that means only one thing: time for the dreaded self-review. Today I'm going to review some of that session so you can see it, and we can look at exactly where I need to lift my game. In the first clip, the host was introducing me, but I was still kind of getting sorted to present, and I was also checking out who's in the room. My eyes are moving around the screen, and to me, it looks a little bit off-putting. I speak about the importance of eye contact in building trust, and here I am doing something that can potentially alienate the audience. So I either need to be off camera and wait till I'm ready to come on, or if I'm going to be on camera, I need to be relaxed, looking at the camera. Don't forget to blink, because if you stare, it looks weird, and that's going to establish rapport with the audience. In this second clip, count how many times I say or Thank you. It's good to see a smiling face. All right, so thumbs up if you can see that on the screen. Thumbs up, cool, or icons, cool. All right, so today we're going to be talking about how to avoid being virtually yawn boring. We know that bored learners don't learn. And this presentation I developed originally for the online delivery space, but there's a whole lot in here that applies just as much to face-to-face. So hopefully you can get something out of it. And it's just dawned on my very small chimpanzee brain that it's perhaps a little bit risky doing a presentation on how to avoid being virtually boring, because there's a risk that I might be boring and I'm going to completely humiliate myself, but too late to worry about that now. So let's jump in and get started. I continued doing this through the whole presentation, and it's definitely something I need to work on. So what I've done is created a post-it note with some words that I need to avoid when I'm presenting, and hopefully these will just be a little reminder that each time I present, I can be mindful to try and eliminate them from the presentation. In this next clip, see if you can catch me repeating words. But an important thing happened on that particular night, and that was the night that I discovered I hate being bored. And many years later, I started delivering training for work as a career. And over the years, there's been times when perhaps, and I hate to say this, but there's been occasion when perhaps I've been a little bit boring in some of the delivery that I've provided to students. And I don't know about you, but the thought of being known as the boring teacher or the boring trainer, it just doesn't sit well with me. So those repeated words were completely unnecessary and reflected the fact that I was a little bit nervous about doing this presentation because it's the first time I delivered it. But all I was really doing is covering my nervousness by filling gaps. So again, it's just something that I can be mindful of the next time I present. In this next clip, look for the complete fail. We're going to jump into PowerPoint design or Sway design. It kind of doesn't matter what you use, it's more about presentation design. So if you look at this slide here, and I know there are teachers that, and I've got one of my daughter's boyfriends at uni, and he gave me some of the slides because he was telling me how boring university is. So there are. That was caused because I decided to add that story at the last minute without really giving it much thought pre-delivery. And as a result, my brain went blank. You can see that my lights almost go off as I'm trying to scramble. Sometimes those things are hard to avoid when they happen. All you can do is kind of laugh it off and refocus yourself as quickly as you can and just keep going. In that half-an-hour session, I made a few other similar type mistakes. But one other thing I did notice was my pace was a little bit slow at times, and that can lead to audience being bored. So another thing to be mindful of. So there we go. There are a few things that I need to improve for my next presentation. The moral of the story is that by doing a self-reflection on one of your recordings, you will see and hear things that might help you improve your skills. Having said all that, there were things that I did in that half an hour presentation that I'm really proud of, and I need to strengthen those things as well. A self-reflection isn't about beating yourself up, it's just about looking at things that you can improve on and strengthen to get better and better. And if you want to take things to the next level, ask one of your trusted colleagues to give you some honest feedback. Right, that's it from me. I'll catch you next time on Virtually the Teacher.